course, it's Eminem, so, that's an honor to have him, portray me in a series. He was actually one of the first people that was looking at doing the movie about me, so it's pretty cool that later down the line, that he gets to take on this role. Before this all came about, if you look on my Instagram, I wore a Free Big Meech shirt home before this was even in the works, so I've always been a supporter of his. I don't believe anybody should get 30 years for a nonviolent crime death. I don't think I have to tell him anything at all. He's a professional, you know what I mean? Everything he does very well. I mean, his music is it speaks for itself. He's an icon, he's a legend, you know what I mean? So this for him will be a small thing. I think he'll kill it whatever he does, man. I'm a fan, it's an honor to have him do it. He's a Detroit legend. I have a huge name here. So from one Detroiter to another, just, kill it. And this is a brand I have coming out under Pleasantries. It's going to be called The Eighth by White Boy Rick, and it'll be a strain of my brand of cannabis. Your Eighth Amendment is printed on the back, and a portion of all our proceeds will go to fight, poverty, criminal justice reform. So we're giving back with the brand, and that was very important to me.
What's good, y'all? It's Coffee. So you guys hear White Boy Rick there talking about how he's honored to have Eminem, playing him in the BMF 50 Cent series, which I just reported on the other day. Definitely a interesting television show, in my opinion. Idea for a series. I'm going to be checking it out. I've been waiting on that series to come out forever. September 26th. It's dropping, so the wait is almost over. But you heard Rick. He says M is an icon, a legend, a Detroit legend, which we all know that. Whether you like M, you don't like M. He's a living legend, no question. Now, White Boy Rick, says he has a big name in the D as well. I didn't hear him refer to himself as a legend, but tap in and comment, y'all. What do you guys think about White Boy Rick? I was saying this in my video the other day that, in the crime side of things, the crime world, whatever you want to call it, you know what I mean? You have people that are like fans of true crime or crime dramas or crime documentaries, crime stories, things of that nature. But then you got, just the fans who are intrigued by those stories, right? But then you have street individuals who go by them street codes, and I'm curious to know what everyone thinks, because a lot of people I hear consider White Boy Rick to be a rat. Some people say, nah, he only snitched on crooked politicians and cops, but I don't know that to be really true, because he was working for the feds from a young age. But as I always let y'all know, J Coffee Talk is not a street guy. But I will say, I do think White Boy Rick kind of got roped into that. You know what I mean? Because his dad was already a federal informant, and he was in the streets at a young age. His dad was selling guns, got kind of, or was working for the feds. White Boy Rick kind of got pulled into it through all that. It is what it is. But comment with your thoughts on that. But speaking of the whole snitching thing and all that, right? You heard White Boy Rick say, go on my Instagram. You can see I've been wearing a BMF Free Big Meech shirt. Like I was one of the first to be doing that or something, which people been rocking those shirts. I'm not sure exactly what he means by that. But it's weird, right? The Instagram that the media is sharing as White Boy Rick's Instagram, y'all can go check it out for yourself. It's official_real White Boy Rick. Now, there's some really weird stuff about this Instagram. Like, if you were to come across this, you would think it is a fake account for numerous reasons. But the media has it attached to all the reportings on this story as it's really his Instagram, and he referred to it. So first off, it's only got 563 followers, which I'm very surprised by that, being who White Boy Rick is. But I don't know. It is what it is. But in his bio, as we were just talking about this whole snitching debate, it says F a rat. So White Boy Rick does not seem to consider himself a rat. Now, there's some other really weird stuff. he's dropping the N-word in there a lot. And, you know, he says he has the N-word pass. And that doesn't really shock me. As we know, there's a lot of white folks out there that want to say the N-word. We've talked about that on the channel before. It is what it is. I always let y'all know I think it's kind of corny. I understand when people are coming up. White dudes, like if they're coming up, they're younger. And they think it's cool and they want to say it or whatever. I don't know. I just feel like, but I'm not saying anyone should be doing it. But I'm just saying when you get older, it just kind of comes off corny to me, in my opinion. You feel me? I was just talking about that on the K-Frog video recently. But besides that, I ain't even good. Like, there's some very weird things White Boy Rick is saying in some of these posts. I ain't even gonna read them. Y'all could probably see on the different images that I'm sharing for yourself. He says some very bizarre, strange things. And he's out there telling people, give me your address. I'm going to pull up on you. I'm going to pull up on you. I don't know, but it seems it's really his account. I don't know, man. All that time behind the wall got White Boy Rick twisted in the head or something like that. I don't know. But it is what it is. You know, comment. Let me know, like I said, if you guys are going to watch the show, what you think of White Boy Rick, or I'm sorry, Eminem playing White Boy Rick. You heard him say M was actually looking into making a movie about White Boy Rick before. I had never heard that. You know, I'm not saying White Boy Rick's lying, but who knows? Maybe M did. And he has his own weed strain on the way. You know what I mean? Remember Freeway Ricky did a lot of time behind the wall, drug case and all that. He's out here getting that legal cannabis money. It seems White Boy Rick's gonna do the same thing. I'm not comparing them, saying they're on the same level or anything like that. I'm just saying, you know, both dudes who got slayed with heavy sentences for drugs and now are getting in that cannabis game. I wonder if when Big Meech comes home, as we've seen recently, he got that time deduction and all that. He doesn't have much longer to go. I wonder if he'll tap into that legal cannabis market as well. But he calls his strain, it says Pleasantries is the company, I guess, and the 8th is the name of the strain. And you heard that every package is going to have the 8th Amendment printed on it, and proceeds, a percentage of the proceeds will go to help, you know, people who are caught up behind situations, you know what I'm saying, that the 8th Amendment is trying to protect, which the 8th Amendment is excessive bail shall not be required, nor excessive fines imposed, nor cruel and unusual punishments inflicted. This amendment prohibits the federal government from imposing unduly harsh penalties on criminal defendants, either as the price for, that's just a little snippet of what it says about the 8th Amendment, but I'm sure y'all get the picture. So hit the comments with your thoughts on all that. Like I said, go check out his Instagram. It's very bizarre. Like, I don't know what's going on. It really seems to be him. And one more thing I just want to add to the whole this video, not regarding White Boy Rick, but the BMF series. Raphael Saadiq, if you guys remember him, R&B artist. He had a really dope song that was from, remember the cartoon, the PJs? I believe it was the Eddie Murphy show. Thurgood Marshall was like the main character. It was like a claymation type jump off. They had a soundtrack to that had some bangers on there. And Raphael Saadiq had a song on there featuring Q-Tip called Get Involved. You might remember in the video, people were walking around with like television heads. It was kind of bugged out, but the song was fire. So he's going to be scoring the BMF series, which is, you know, doing the music. But when it comes to scoring, it's not just like music on a soundtrack. For those who aren't aware, it's like, you know, background music, or like if you're watching a scene and something scary happens, the music sounds scary. You know what I'm saying? That's scoring a movie or a show or whatever. So Raphael Saadiq, kind of a blast from the past, in my opinion. You know, as I haven't really heard of him having anything mainstream wise, but y'all know how it goes. These artists stay working in the cut, whether, you know, if you ain't seeing them mainstream wise or whatever, they're still dropping their own music independently, or they're, a lot of times writing music, writing lyrics for artists, all kinds of stuff like that. You feel me? So tap in, comment with your thoughts on everything on this one. Thanks for watching, y'all. We'll be back with some more content. It's J Coffee Talk, y'all. Blogging music, news, sports, current events, life, and much more. And I'm out of here, guys. Peace.